Thanks to the Morning Mentorship Group. Questions, bob@pugmail.com.
And Johnny, you said you had a great experience. What was that highlight?
If I'm going to pay a comparable price in a vehicle at one dealership or the next, I'd pick the dealership that I have a favorable experience at, meaning taken care of, thoughtful, kind, just hell. Of being treated poorly and ridiculed and pushed around.
Treated like royalty, I think is the word you said.
Yeah, treated like royalty.
And Don, you said having an advocate in your corner, somebody to come help be your auto advisor.
I buy a car every 5 to 10 years, usually. So I am always uncomfortable walking into a dealership. Walking in with somebody who understands all of the shortcuts and the tricks, the way the other person is wasting your time. One of the things that my advocate did was say, it's time we're leaving. We're going to go. I would not have known the right to make that call, because when we came back, the deal was better.
Yep.
And the deal was more finalized 2 steps down the road, because we actually left on to another.
Jack, you just bought a car, and your experience was that there was ongoing negotiation all the way to the end on things that you already talked about a bunch, right? You just felt like they were wearing you down. Is that right?
Well, yeah, it came out to 3 to 4 hours. And could I have gotten more for my car traded? And could I have worked out a deal with less sticker price? We came to a compromise on a number of issues. I felt good driving away with a new car. So,
Friends who are very competent in things that they do in life.
You haven't asked me yet.
Yep. What about you? A delightful or terrible experience you've had? Hey, professor of communication, what a surprise.
Well, the car that I bought before the one we have now, I was in the dealership. I had my iPad out, and I was just looking at the same model at other dealers around the Northwest. And so this one is down at Portland for it. This amount of money. You've got one over here in Bellevue, this amount of money. So I like this one here. Can you match that price? That worked out. It did match the price, yeah.
And so the question that we're thinking about is if we did digital disruption, so imagine you had a digital advocate either before the transaction, during the transaction, after, whether it's a chatbot, an agent, email. Imagine that you had someone in your corner the whole time that was on your side, by the way, provided by maybe by our company, maybe by a third party, but that said, here's the price in the Northwest, here's the best deal other people. By the way, there's lots of services that do that now, but imagine if we did digital disruption where we worked in every way to be the positive advocate for our customer, as opposed to forcing you to go to TrueCar, Carvana. Jack, you went to Carvana at my recommendation to get a better price and then said match the price, which Don and I did when you bought your car. Yeah.
and then my advocate.
Yeah, and by the way, there was a woman years ago she was called the car guru, and at Microsoft, she worked for the credit union. We paid her $250, and she went and did this for us. It was the best $250 I've ever spent.